We are roaming around the Liberty Square. This place is considered to be the city center of Tbilisi, and this has got some nice vibe. There are a lot of places to sit. The tourists and the locals, they are sitting and chilling out. Looks really nice.
Liberty Square in Tbilisi. This had many names before during Imperial Russia and even during the Soviet Union. Then when Georgia became free, this was renamed Freedom Square or Liberty Square. The statue that you see here is a statue of Saint George fighting and slaying a dragon, which is according to local legends. Before, there used to be a statue of Lenin, which was then torn down in 1991, and in 2006 the statue of this local legend was put up.
So friends, if you want, you can have a city ride of these electronic buggies also. So there are around 10 to 11 spots where they take you. It's around 45 minutes of ride, and they charge 100 lari for one person, for two person also 100, and if it's 3 persons, then it will be around 120 lari. So if you are in a group of 3 or 4, this may be a very good way to explore the city.
Tbilisi is where Europe meets Asia, not just in the building, but in the people too. You will find Georgian warmth mixed with Eastern hospitality and European flair. The streets, the faces, the culture, it's a unique blend of East and West living together.
These old streets of Tbilisi has a lot of stories to tell. The Georgian history has always been vibrant. At some point of time, it was under the Imperial Russian rule, and then it was part of USSR. Then it got independence, and there were multiple raids from Mongols, Turks, Arabs. If you see the old buildings, you will clearly see Russian influence, as well as there are elements of Arab and Turk architecture. Whenever we visit a new city, we like to roam around aimlessly, because that is the only way you can experience the city, its people, its culture.
Old Tbilisi has a long and colorful history. It was founded in 5th century by King Vakhtang Gogeseli. As the story goes, he discovered the hot springs here while hunting, and that's how the city got its name. Tbilisi means warm place. Over the years, many empires came and went, and each one left something behind. Now walking through the old Tbilisi is like walking through those stories. Narrow cobbled lanes, wooden balconies hanging over the streets, church bells, local music, and the smell of fresh bread from street bakeries. The whole area has a relaxed and old world charm. We explored it slowly, no fixed plans, just the vibes. But if you want a more guided experience, you can book a walking tour. Platforms like Get Your Guide, Airbnb Experience, or local guides have great options. We started in the old part, full of history and charm, and slowly walked into the modern side, with stylish cafes, wide boulevards, and contemporary art around every corner. Tree-lined streets, well-kept parks, and colorful houses make every walk feel like a postcard. It is amazing how the city shifts from ancient to modern so smoothly, yet keeping the soul intact.
Suddenly it started drizzling. Anyway, we are going to the central station because we need to buy our train ticket to Batumi. We could not buy it online from India. So we entered the metro station, Liberty Square. The good part is like we didn't have to buy the transport card because we could punch our Visa debit cards and credit cards. Otherwise, if you want, you can buy their travel card and make use of it in the metro as well as in the bus.
Riding the Tbilisi metro felt like stepping into a different era. The stations are deep, really deep, with long, endless escalators. That's because during the Soviet era, they were built not just to transport people, but also to double up as a bomb shelter in case of war. One of the most iconic landmarks of Tbilisi is the Holy Trinity Cathedral, also known as Sameba. It is quite new, built between 1995 and 2004 to mark 2000 years of Christianity and 1500 years of the Georgian Orthodox Church. Standing on Elia Hill, it became a symbol of spiritual revival of Georgia after the Soviet era.
It's very cold and windy out here, so you have to prepare accordingly.
From the outside, Sameba is absolutely stunning. It's one of the tallest Orthodox churches in the world, about 87 meters high, with a golden dome that shines over the Tbilisi skyline. The architecture mixes traditional Georgian and Byzantine styles with beautiful stone carvings, grand arches, and a separate bell tower. The moment you step in, it feels calm and grand. The huge marble hall, tall chandeliers, and chapels create a powerful atmosphere. The walls are covered with detailed frescoes, icons, and religious paintings done by local Georgian artists. If you look closely, you will also find some special treasures like ancient manuscripts and even a small fragment of the true cross.
The location of this cathedral is really beautiful. From here you get a very good view of the Tbilisi city. So friends, now we have come to Sioni Cathedral, which is also known as Sioni Cathedral because this cathedral is named after Mount Zion of Jerusalem, and this is believed to be a very sacred place for the Orthodox Christians. This cathedral was originally built between 6th and 7th century. During the Arab attacks, this was demolished. So reconstruction started in 1425 with help of King Alexander, and the Freedom Bridge is just a walking distance from here. If you could see that wonderful architecture, that is Bridge of Peace. We're going to come back here again after the sunset.
Flowing gently through the heart of Tbilisi is the Kura river. It starts in Turkey and travels over 1,500 kilometers, passing through Georgia and Azerbaijan before reaching the Caspian Sea. In Tbilisi, the river beautifully divides the old and new parts of the city with charming bridges connecting both sides. We also took a boat ride on Kura, and it was such a wonderful experience. Gliding slowly past the historic buildings, modern glass bridges, and tree-lined embankments, it gives you a different view of the city.
We just did an amazing cruise on the river. It was not part of our plan, but it would have been a really bad miss if we had not done it. So as we were crossing the Bridge of Peace, We were approached by some people and they were taking 30 lorries each. It was around half an hour of cruise around the river. It was a very nice experience. And now we are heading towards the cable car, which should take us to the Narikala fortress. Towards the cable car station, we came across this company, Borani, and it appears that this is an official place to do the boat ride, and they give you the life jacket and all. The other ones we did, I think it was not the organized one. The rates are same. So I would suggest, if you are trying to do this cruise, better do it with a company like this where they take care of all the safety precautions. They have the license, they give you life jacket, and the boats are really nice. And guys, she is Katrina.
Yes, like a Katerina Cave.
Like Katrina Cave. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a nice vacation.
Thank you. So we got our entry tickets for the cable car. For 3 of us up and down, it is 17 lari, and unfortunately they only take cash. So whenever you are coming here, make sure that you carry the cash. So that amazing cable car ride brought us here into the Narikala fortress, and this was established by King Vakhtang Gorgeseli in 4th century, but the walls were built later in 8th century. Recently it has been restored. This is a must visit place in Tbilisi, and not only for the history, but the view from here is simply amazing.
Where are you from?
India.
मेरा जूता ये जापान ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तान सिर पे लाल तो पीरू सिर पे दिल है हिंदुस्तान मेरा जूता ये जापान ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तान सिर पे लाल तो पीरू सिर पे दिल है हिंदुस्तान जॉर्जिस्तानी हिंदुस्तानी जॉर्जिस्तानी हिंदुस्तानी friend I love you India.
Thank you very much. You should come to Narikala fortress not only for the history, but you get amazing view of Tbilisi city. The sunset looks amazing from here, as well as after sunset, the dazzling city view of Tbilisi is just awesome. We could not visit the botanical garden, which is next to Narikala fort, but if your schedule permits, I will recommend to visit this beautiful place. This place is absolutely peaceful. I just love it. There's so much of natural calmness here. If you see behind me, it is the statue of Mother of Georgia, and she is believed to be mother of all Georgians. She is holding a sword in one hand and a bowl of wine in another, which means she is destroyer of the enemy of Georgia and protector of the friends. Are you guys enjoying this walk? This is really fantastic. I mean, there's so much of natural calmness and serenity. So you just need to get down from the main path, and then you will find this trail. One side you can have amazing view of the Tbilisi city.
Watching Tbilisi from the top of Narikala during sunset was one of the most magical moments of our trip.
What an amazing view right now it is.
As the sun slowly dipped behind the hills, the entire city turned golden. As the night took over, the city lit up. The contrast of the golden hour fading into the sparkle of the city lights was just stunning. One of the most eye-catching modern landscape in Tbilisi is the Bridge of Peace, sometimes also called the Freedom Bridge. Designed by Italian architect Michel Delucci, the bridge was opened in 2010 and it truly stands out with its futuristic wave-like structure. During the day, it reflects sunlight beautifully, and at the night, it lights up with thousands of LED lights in flowing dynamic patterns.
We are back again near the Liberty Square because we want to have our dinner. So our host suggested us some nice Georgian restaurant, Bernard. So we are now heading towards that. Unfortunately, none of the restaurants have space. All are full. Friends, we are having our dinner at Kalina restaurant and the food is amazing. So we ordered stroganoff and she ordered chicken cutlet, pozarski, and Anindita is having cheese and baked potato. Everything is damn good. The taste is awesome. The portion size is very good. And the ambience, I just love the ambience of this restaurant. Highly, highly recommended. And they gave me some complimentary vodka. So friends, we had awesome dinner and this day was really amazing. Now tomorrow we have another busy day. So we are going to take a conductor tour to Michketa plus 3 more surprise locations. Stay tuned, stay with us. I'm sure you are going to enjoy that episode as well.